Introduction to the 12 Chairs. Welcome to this new English language edition of the 12 Chairs, a classic of Russian satirical literature, originally written by Ilya Ilf and Yevgeny Petrov, and first published in 1928. As you prepare to embark on this journey through the absurdities and adventures of Soviet Russia in the 1920s, it is worth pausing to consider the remarkable story behind the novel's creation, its enduring legacy, and the spirit in which this translation has been prepared for modern listeners. The story behind the story. The 12 Chairs was born in a time of great upheaval and transformation in the Soviet Union. Its authors, Ilya Ilf and Yevgeny Petrov, were both natives of Odessa, a city known for its vibrant literary and cultural life. By the early 1920s, both had made their way to Moscow, where they began working as journalists and writers. Their collaboration was facilitated by their mutual friend and Petrov's brother, Valentin Kadyev, himself a celebrated writer. According to literary legend, it was Kadyev who first suggested the idea for the novel and encouraged Ilf and Petrov to work together. While Kadyev ultimately declined to be listed as a co-author, his influence and support were crucial in bringing the project to life. The novel was written at a feverish pace, with Ilf and Petrov working day and night to meet the deadlines of serialization in the magazine 30 Days. The process of publication was anything but straightforward. The Soviet literary world of the late 1920s was a complex web of personal connections, editorial influence, and political oversight. The support of influential editors and friends, such as Vasily Reginin and Vladimir Narbut, was essential in ensuring that the novel saw the light of day. Even so, the text underwent significant changes as it passed through the hands of censors and editors, with chapters added, removed, or altered to suit the shifting political climate. Satire in a time of change. At its heart, The 12 Chairs is a biting satire of Soviet society during the new economic policy, NEP era, a brief period in the 1920s when limited private enterprise was permitted alongside state control. The novel follows the misadventures of the charming conman Ostap and his hapless companion Ippolit Vorobyaninov as they search for a set of 12 chairs, one of which contains a hidden fortune. Along the way, they encounter a colorful cast of characters and navigate the absurdities of bureaucracy, greed, and human folly. What makes The 12 Chairs so enduring is its ability to lampoon not just the peculiarities of its own time, but the universal foibles of human nature. Ilf and Petrov's humor is sharp, irreverent, and often subversive, poking fun at everything from Soviet propaganda to the pretensions of the intelligentsia. The novel's wit and inventiveness have ensured its place as a beloved classic, not only in Russia but around the world. Yet the book's publication was not without controversy. Critics were initially unsure how to respond to its irreverence, and the text was repeatedly edited to remove references to disgraced political figures and sensitive topics. Over time, the official interpretation became that the novel satirized only minor flaws, not the Soviet system itself, a convenient fiction that allowed it to survive in print even as the political winds shifted. About this translation. The edition you are about to hear is a loose translation, created in the spirit of the original, but with an eye toward accessibility for modern English-speaking audiences. Some names have been slightly altered to make them easier to pronounce, and certain terms and references have been updated to enhance readability and enjoyment. Our goal has been to preserve the plot, characters, and satirical bite of Ilf and Petrov's masterpiece, while making the language flow naturally for today's listeners. It is important to note that The 12 Chairs has always existed in multiple versions. The original magazine serialization, the first book editions, and later Soviet printings all differ in small but significant ways, often due to censorship or editorial intervention. This translation draws on the most complete and widely accepted version of the text, while also restoring some of the humor and nuance that may have been lost in earlier English editions. A legacy of laughter. Since its publication, The 12 Chairs has inspired countless adaptations, including films, stage plays, and even musicals. Its influence can be seen in the work of later satirists and comedians, both in Russia and abroad. The character of Ostap Bender in particular has become a cultural icon, a symbol of wit, resourcefulness, and the eternal struggle to outsmart a system stacked against the individual. But beyond its humor, the novel offers a window into a fascinating period of history. The 1920s were a time of hope, disillusionment, and rapid change in the Soviet Union. Through the misadventures of its protagonists, The 12 Chairs captures the contradictions and complexities of an era when nothing was quite as it seemed, and survival often depended on one's ability to adapt, improvise, and laugh in the face of adversity. An invitation. As you listen to this audiobook, we invite you to enjoy not only the madcap quest for the elusive chairs, but also the rich tapestry of life, language, and laughter that Ilf and Petrov have woven. Whether you are encountering the 12 chairs for the first time or returning to it as an old friend, we hope this translation brings you as much delight as the original has brought to generations of readers. Let the search begin.